What if nothing could hurt you anymore? What if every insult, rejection, or failure rolled off your back like water on a duck's feathers? Imagine living each day unbothered by negativity, walking through life with a peace so profound it feels unshakable. It sounds impossible, doesn't it? But let me assure you it's not. In fact, it's a mindset that anyone can cultivate. You don't need to be a superhero or born with a thick skin. You just need the right tools, and today we're going to explore them together. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. C.S. Lewis. Think about that for a moment. Hardships, those moments we all dread, might just be the very things shaping us into something extraordinary. The truth is, we cannot always control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond to it. Life will throw challenges our way, that's a guarantee. Yet, what sets the emotionally resilient apart isn't luck or privilege, it's perspective. They've trained themselves to see setbacks not as walls, but as stepping stones. They've learned to act as if nothing can shake them. This isn't about becoming numb to pain or pretending struggles don't exist. It's about recognizing the power within you to rise above, to take every blow life delivers and turn it into fuel for your growth. And it starts here, right now, with one simple truth. You are stronger than you think. As we journey through this video, we'll uncover timeless wisdom, both from the Bible and from the brilliant mind of C.S. Lewis, that will guide you in building emotional resilience and inner peace. So ask yourself, are you ready to become unshakable? Let's begin. Emotions are powerful. They can lift you to the heights of joy or pull you down into the depths of despair. But here's the secret most people never realize. Emotions are not something that just happen to you. They are something you choose. You might not control the initial wave of feelings when something happens, but you absolutely control how you interpret and respond to those emotions. The Bible teaches us in Proverbs 4 verse 23, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." What does it mean to guard your heart? It means to be vigilant about what you allow to influence your inner world. You decide the stories you tell yourself about the events in your life. Consider this example. Imagine someone criticizes you harshly. Your instinctive reaction might be to feel hurt or offended. But pause for a moment. What story are you telling yourself about that criticism? If you say, "They must be right, I'm not good enough," then of course you'll feel hurt. But what if you reframe the story? What if you told yourself, "That person might be having a bad day. Their words don't define me and I know my worth"? This small shift changes everything. Their criticism loses its power over you because you've chosen a narrative that doesn't allow it to wound you. Emotions lose their sting when you take control of the meaning you assign to them. This doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or pretending they don't exist. It means acknowledging them, understanding them, and then deciding whether they serve you. You might feel angry, sad, or disappointed at times, and that's okay. The goal isn't to eliminate emotions, it's to master them. Let them inform you, but not control you. Think of it this way. Your emotions are like waves in the ocean. You can't stop the waves from coming, but you can learn to surf. You can decide whether to let the waves drown you or to ride them with grace. Even C.S. Lewis understood this concept deeply when he wrote, "You may not always have control over your circumstances, but you always have control over your attitude and how you respond." This wisdom echoes through every aspect of life. Start by becoming aware of the thoughts fueling your emotions. When you feel hurt, ask yourself, what am I believing right now that's making me feel this way? Often, you'll discover that the source of your pain isn't the external event, but the internal story you're telling yourself. Challenge those stories. Are they true? Are they helpful? Or are they just assumptions born out of fear or insecurity? Remember, feelings are not facts. They are signals, but they don't always reflect reality. In this process, prayer and reflection can be powerful tools. Turn to verses like Psalm 34 verse 18. "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Trust that even in moments of emotional turmoil, you are not alone. Changing how you interpret emotions doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with small, deliberate choices. Practice reframing one situation at a time. Begin to see challenges not as personal attacks, but as opportunities to grow. Each time you do, you take back a little more of your power. By guarding your heart and choosing your interpretations wisely, you can create a life where no insult, failure, or rejection can shake your inner peace. Embrace this truth, and you'll begin to build the emotional resilience that sets you free. One of the greatest lessons in life is understanding that your self-worth must come from within. The moment you tie your value to external validation, other people's opinions, achievements, or fleeting circumstances, you hand over the keys to your happiness. True resilience comes from a self-worth rooted in something far deeper, your intrinsic value as a human being, created with purpose. Think about it. If your sense of worth depends on how others perceive you, you'll find yourself on a constant emotional roller coaster. A compliment can lift your spirits, but a criticism can crush them. Success may fill you with pride, but failure can leave you feeling worthless. This isn't a stable foundation. Instead, you need to anchor your self-worth in something unshakable. C.S. Lewis said it beautifully. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. This reminds us that our worth isn't measured by past achievements or failures, but by our willingness to keep growing, learning, and striving toward new horizons. The journey to build resilient self-worth is much like physical strength training. Picture a person lifting weights at the gym. In the moment, the muscles feel strained, even torn, but that discomfort is necessary for growth. It's what allows the muscles to rebuild stronger than before. The same is true for personal growth. Setbacks, rejections, and challenges may feel painful in the moment, but they are the very experiences that build your character and resilience. Now let's pose a crucial question. How can you view failures as stepping stones? Start by reframing the way you see failure. Instead of looking at it as a sign of your inadequacy, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Every failure carries a lesson if you're willing to look for it. Ask yourself, what did this experience teach me? What can I do differently next time? How has this challenge shaped me into a stronger, wiser person? Consider the diamond as an analogy. A diamond doesn't become brilliant overnight. It starts as an ordinary piece of carbon, undergoing immense pressure and heat before it emerges as something radiant. Similarly, your resilience and self-worth are forged in the fires of adversity. Without challenges, you remain untested, like a lump of coal. But when you face struggles with courage and determination, you transform into something extraordinary. The Bible also offers profound wisdom on this topic. In Romans 5:3-4, we are reminded, "We also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope." Every challenge you face has the potential to shape you into a person of depth and character. Practical steps can help you build this resilient self-worth. 1. Celebrate effort over outcome. Instead of tying your worth to success, focus on the effort you put in. Did you try your best? Did you learn something new? These are the victories that truly matter. 2. Practice self-compassion. Speak to yourself as you would a dear friend. When you stumble, remind yourself that growth is messy and imperfect. Be kind to yourself. 3. Detach from external validation. Recognize that other people's opinions of you say more about them than about you. You are not defined by what others think. 4. Reflect on past wins. Take time to remember the obstacles you've overcome in the past. Those moments are proof of your strength and resilience. 5. Set new goals. As C.S. Lewis said, it's never too late to dream again. Setting meaningful goals gives you a sense of purpose and forward momentum. Finally, embrace the idea that your worth is not contingent on being perfect. No one is flawless. What matters is your willingness to keep growing, to show up, and to strive for better. You are a work in progress, and that's a beautiful thing. Failures and setbacks don't diminish your value. They are simply stepping stones on the path to becoming the best version of yourself. By rooting your self-worth in your own efforts, values, and growth, you create a foundation so solid that no external force can shake it. This is the kind of resilience that allows you to face life's challenges with confidence and grace. Remember, you are worthy, not because of what you do or how others see you, but simply because you are. Adversity is an unavoidable part of life. No matter how much we plan or how hard we try, things won't always go our way. But the key to emotional resilience lies not in avoiding adversity, but in how we respond to it. At its core, this means learning to accept reality rather than resisting it. Acceptance isn't about giving up, it's about acknowledging what is, so you can transform it into something meaningful. When we resist the challenges life throws at us, we often amplify our pain. We cling to thoughts like, "This shouldn't have happened," or "Why me?" But resistance creates an internal war, draining our energy and preventing us from moving forward. On the other hand, acceptance is liberating. It allows you to stop fighting what you cannot change and start focusing on what you can. The Japanese art of kintsugi beautifully illustrates this idea. When a piece of pottery is broken, instead of discarding it, artisans mend the cracks with gold. The result is a piece that is not only whole again, but more beautiful for having been broken. The cracks, highlighted in shimmering gold, tell a story of resilience and transformation. This philosophy reminds us that our scars, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, don't diminish our value. Instead, they can become the very thing that makes us unique and beautiful. Just as the mended pottery becomes a masterpiece, so can we when we allow our brokenness to lead to growth and renewal. The Bible offers a profound message of hope in Psalm 147:3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. These words remind us that even in our most painful moments, healing is possible. God sees our struggles and works to restore us, piece by piece. But healing requires openness and willingness to embrace the process, no matter how challenging it may feel. So, how can we transform adversity into growth? Here are some practical steps to help you turn challenges into opportunities for personal development. 1. Reframe your mindset. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What can I learn from this?" Challenges often carry hidden lessons. They can teach us patience, resilience, empathy, or even push us toward a new path we hadn't considered. 2. Focus on growth, not perfection. Understand that setbacks are not signs of failure, they're milestones of progress. Every mistake or hardship you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. Much like a muscle being strengthened by resistance, your character is shaped through difficulty. 3. Break challenges into manageable steps. Sometimes adversity feels overwhelming because we view it as one massive obstacle. Break it down. Focus on the next small step you can take. Progress, no matter how small, builds momentum. 4. Seek support. Don't be afraid to lean on others. Whether it's friends, family, or a spiritual community, having people to encourage and support you can make all the difference. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's a sign of courage and trust. 5. Turn pain into purpose. Some of the most inspiring stories come from people who used their pain as a catalyst for helping others. Reflect on how your experiences could equip you to guide, support, or uplift those facing similar challenges. 6. Celebrate your resilience. Take a moment to acknowledge how far you've come. Every time you've faced adversity and made it through, you've proven your strength. Reflect on these victories as evidence of your ability to overcome. C.S. Lewis captured this transformative power in his writings when he noted, "Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny." It's in the furnace of struggle that we are refined, much like gold is purified in fire. Adversity forces us to dig deep, uncovering strengths we never knew we had. At times, the journey may feel overwhelming, but remember, you are never alone. Turn to your faith for strength, knowing that God works all things for good. Romans 8:28 assures us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." Lastly, embrace the idea that pain and beauty can coexist. The moments that break you can also build you. Your trials are not the end of your story. They are the chapters that give it depth, meaning, and ultimately triumph. Just as a storm passes and leaves the air fresher, so too will your struggles lead to renewal. When you stop resisting adversity and instead accept it as a part of life, you unlock the power to transform it. With faith, courage, and the wisdom to see challenges as opportunities, you can emerge not just whole, but stronger and more radiant than ever before. Like the golden seams of kintsugi, your scars will become the symbols of your resilience, telling a story of hope, healing, and triumph. Your mindset is one of the most powerful tools you have. It shapes how you perceive the world, how you respond to challenges, and ultimately the quality of your life. Positive thinking isn't about ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. It's about focusing your energy on solutions, opportunities, and growth, rather than dwelling on fear or negativity. As C.S. Lewis wisely said, "We are what we believe we are." Your beliefs set the foundation for your actions and, by extension, your reality. If you believe you are capable, you'll act accordingly, overcoming obstacles with resilience. But if you believe you are limited or unworthy, those beliefs will hold you back before you even try. Positive thinking starts with awareness of your thoughts. Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself. Are they empowering or limiting? When faced with a challenge, do you immediately think, "I can't do this"? Or do you tell yourself, "This is hard, but I'll find a way"? The thoughts you entertain shape your emotions, decisions, and actions. Choose thoughts that build you up rather than tear you down. Equally important to mastering your mindset is curating the environment around you. What you consume, whether through media, relationships, or daily habits, has a profound impact on your mental and emotional well-being. If your environment is filled with negativity, it will be much harder to maintain a positive outlook. 1. Media. Ask yourself what kind of content you're consuming. Are you doom scrolling through social media or engaging with uplifting and educational material? Surround yourself with content that inspires growth, whether it's motivational videos, books by thought leaders, or stories of triumph. 2. Relationships. Your relationships can either nurture your growth or drain your energy. Be intentional about the people you allow into your inner circle. Are they supportive, kind, and encouraging, or do they bring negativity, criticism, and doubt? While it's not always possible to avoid toxic people entirely, you can set boundaries to protect your peace. 3. Daily habits. Small, consistent actions can shape your mindset over time. Practice gratitude daily. Reflect on 3 things you're thankful for each morning, no matter how small. This simple act can shift your perspective and help you focus on the positive aspects of life. One of the most empowering realizations is that internal strength can withstand external challenges. Consider the eye of a storm. While chaos rages outside, the center remains calm and still. You too can cultivate this inner calm by grounding yourself in what truly matters: your faith, values, and purpose. The Bible reminds us in Philippians 4:8, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." This verse provides a guide for shaping your thoughts and, by extension, your mindset. Your environment also extends to the words you speak, both to yourself and others. The way you talk to yourself matters. Negative self-talk can sabotage your efforts, while positive affirmations can reinforce your resilience. Start speaking to yourself as you would to a dear friend, with encouragement, kindness, and belief in your potential. C.S. Lewis's statement, "We are what we believe we are," holds a deeper truth. What you focus on expands. If you dwell on your fears, failures, or insecurities, they will consume you. But if you focus on your strengths, possibilities, and goals, those will grow instead. It's not about denying challenges, but about choosing to see the opportunities they present. Practical ways to strengthen your mindset include visualization. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself overcoming challenges and achieving your goals. Imagine the confidence and strength you'll feel when you succeed. Mindfulness. Practice being present in the moment. Instead of worrying about the future or ruminating on the past, focus on what you can control right now. Affirmations. Use affirmations that align with the person you want to become. For example, "I am resilient, resourceful, and capable of handling any challenge that comes my way." Remember, your mindset is like a garden. What you water will grow. If you nurture it with positive thoughts, meaningful connections, and intentional actions, it will flourish. But if you neglect it or allow negativity to take root, it will wither. At its core, mastering your mindset and environment is about taking responsibility for your internal world. No matter what storms rage outside, you can cultivate a peace that remains unshaken. Internal strength doesn't mean avoiding hardship. It means having the courage to face it, knowing that you are equipped to overcome. As you build this foundation, you'll find that challenges lose their power to destabilize you. You'll become a source of light and strength, not only for yourself but for those around you. Embrace the truth that your mindset and environment are within your control. Focus on what uplifts and empowers you, and you'll create a life where external challenges can no longer shake your inner peace. Resilience isn't built overnight. It's a journey of small, consistent steps that strengthen you over time. Start today by taking one small action to shift your mindset or improve your emotional well-being. Perhaps it's reframing a negative thought, setting a healthy boundary, or expressing gratitude for something in your life. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to becoming the unshakable person you're meant to be. Remember, resilience doesn't mean you won't face challenges or feel pain. It means you'll rise anyway. C.S. Lewis put it best when he wrote, "Courage, dear heart." That courage, the quiet determination to keep moving forward even when the road is hard, is what makes you strong. When you embrace resilience, you reclaim your power. You stop allowing external circumstances to define you, and you start shaping your life from within. The storms of life may come, but your inner peace will remain steadfast. Your scars become stories of triumph, your challenges become stepping stones, and your resilience becomes your greatest strength. So as you move forward, hold on to this truth. Your resilience is your superpower. It's what equips you to face whatever life throws your way with grace, courage, and determination. Trust in your ability to overcome, grow, and thrive. You are stronger than you know, and your best days are still ahead. Begin today. Choose one action, one thought, one belief that supports the resilient, unshakable version of you. With every step you take, you're creating a life that not only survives the storms but rises stronger because of them. Your journey to resilience starts now. Keep rising, keep growing, and most importantly, keep believing in the power within you to become unstoppable.